External cervical resorption, treatment outcomes and determinants. A retrospective cohort study with up to 10 years of follow-up. It has been performed by a group of the University of Vancouver in Canada, Hapasalu, Irinakis, Shin. They aim to assess long-term external cervical resorption treatment outcomes in relation to both local and treatment-related determinants. This photo was taken in the presentation presented by Paul Lambrecht, who is from Belgium, and his group is also very famous in resorption literature, and he is also a member of the committee that has produced the latest statement by the IEJ or by the Endodontic Association of European Association of Endodontology, along with Patel, Crystal, and others. So what they did in this study is that they had 98 teeth with external cervical root resorption. 48 received no treatment, while 50 received some kind of treatment, either internal or external. And these ranged from MTA, resin composite, biodentine, Jerry-Store, and others. Overall, when all determinants were jointly considered, including all Heather-Say classes from 1 to 4, there was a 12% failure rate within the first year and 50 failure rate percent over 8 years after the diagnosis. The failure rate was significantly higher for posterior teeth than anterior teeth. The difference increased substantially after the 6th year. This finding could potentially be related to the higher frequency of cracks on posterior teeth. And according to the Heather-Say classification, the lowest failure rates were related to teeth with classes 1 and 2, while the highest failure rate were related to class 4, and the probability of failure increased substantially after the 4th year. As we could see, the major difference between 2 and 3 starts from the 8th year. Until year 7, there were similar failure probabilities, regardless of whether or not ECR repair was provided. And in the type of ECR repair, up to 6 years, there was no substantial difference in failure probabilities between internal and external repairs. There have been no previous clinical studies that compared success rates of different ECR classes over time utilizing this visual statistical analysis. So in general, what could be concluded from this study? Of course, we know the major or substantial difference in prognosis between class 4 and class 1. We have to remind ourselves that this classification is based on 2-dimensional images and not on 3-dimensional, the system that was produced by Patel to assess resorption 3-dimensionally could be much more accurate. And also lower failure rates in ECR were associated with the presence of RCT or a combination of any ECR repair. But if we have all the determinants jointly considered, including all classifications, there was a 50% failure rate after 8 years of the diagnosis. Thank you for listening.